Hello, everybody at Toyota Wallingford. This is Deanna, your coach with Phone Ninjas, and today I'm going to be reviewing with you your reporting for the month of December. Now, getting started here, you guys did a great job here scoring a 3.61 as a team. That's above a 3.0. The 3.0 baseline is exactly where we want to be. But as you can see, over the last couple months, we have seen a little bit of a decrease here. So we just want to get back to where we are above a 4.0. That's our next goal, is to get everybody above a 4.0. And I'd like us to focus on asking for the appointment and trying to settle on specific appointment times or even tentative appointment times. And then remember, at the very least, we want to set the expectation that we're going to follow up with the customer. Really nice work focusing on the directions. As you can see, you guys are well high above the average when it comes to consistency with covering directions, and I believe that's something that I've asked you guys to make sure that you're doing on every call, so nice improvement there. And as I mentioned, we do want to focus on the selling the appointment step and the tentative appointment step, because right now we're at a 20% here with our appointment setting rate, and we want to get this to a 60%. 60% of the calls that we take should lead to appointments. That's our goal. And we did set some appointments. So Cheryl set an appointment, and it looks like Heather set 2 appointments. We just really want to work towards getting to that 60% rate. And also, let's make sure that we're reviewing calls. Cheryl's done a good job. She's reviewed half her calls from December. Heather does a good job with her calls, but as you can see, she's not on goal, so she's not above a 4.0, so she's not reviewing her calls, and that's something that we want to make sure that we're doing, and this is consistent month to month. And I know Heather's been around for a while, but we still want to stay on track with getting that training, getting that feedback. This is what you're paying for, and so that she can take the feedback from the call, and then she can apply it to future calls. And, you're at a good spot, but again, we want to get to a 4.0, and most importantly, we want to work towards getting to that 60%, and so that leads to more sales at your dealership, and so that's really what I want. That's why I want to stress the importance of reviewing calls and getting the feedback, because it'll help set more appointments and hopefully move forward with getting more sales at your dealership. In addition to reviewing calls in a timely manner, let's also make sure that we are staying 100% on those certifications. Cheryl and Heather don't have a ton of videos that they need to watch, but they do have a couple that they need to go back and get refreshed on. Specifically here, it ties to what I was mentioning before, selling the appointment, and then here with the tentative appointment technique for Heather. And then here for Cheryl, it is using the objection handling technique to address the customer's question about pricing, and again, the tentative appointment technique. And so really, let's lean in and work towards getting the tentative appointments. All right, so let's take a look and see where your dealership is ranked by score out of about 227 dealerships. You guys are at you're ranked number 59, which is good. We just want to continue to work towards getting to the top 4 this year. So this is a new year. So our top 4 dealership contest has restarted, and so every month we take our top 4 dealerships, we put them into a drawing, and then at the end of the year, so this is going to be in January 2021, we'll take our top 4 dealerships that we've put into the hat, and we'll pick a name, and that person will win a trip to Hawaii. So you have an entire month to work, or entire year, to work towards getting to that top 4. We haven't done the drawing for the 2019 winner yet. We'll be doing that pretty soon. But we do have, or they may have already done it, they just haven't updated the website. But that is something that we will be doing again in the year 2020. And then, of course, we do have our perfect score dealership for the individual sales representatives. So every time an individual wins a trip to Hawaii, every time a person gets, every time they win a trip to Hawaii, every time they get a perfect score, their name gets put into a hat, and at the end of the quarter, we'll pick a name from the hat, and that individual will win a trip to Hawaii. This says Q2. This is actually the Q3 winner, and we haven't done the Q4 winner just yet, but let's make sure that we are working towards that incentive as well. That's something that Cheryl and Heather would individually benefit from, and so every time, again, a perfect score is earned, their name gets put into a hat, and then every quarter, someone wins a trip to Hawaii. All right, so in addition to, I wanted to take a look real quick at your hold time. I know I've brought up the hold time before. We want to try to keep these hold times under a minute, and pretty consistently, you guys are right around the minute time frame, and so I knew we'd have an operator in mind here. Sometimes it's transferred really quickly, and sometimes it takes well over a minute, and so this is the average, and we want this average to be between 45 seconds and a minute Anything over a minute, it's just not necessary. We want to try to get someone on the phone pretty quickly, so that and this is the experience of the customer that we're keeping in mind from when they call into the dealership to when they are put on the phone with an actual sales representative. So we don't want that to be too long. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or call me. My contact information is here at the top of the screen. And I hope you guys have a great day and Happy New Year.